Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we would like to honor our 10 Western Oregon football seniors. First up, welcome Anthony Orlando. Orlando moved into the starting offensive tackle spot this season for the Wolves and has helped the team compile 3,228 total yards and 23 touchdowns so far this season. From San Francisco, California, Orlando saw some time right away as a true freshman in 2017 and has played throughout his career along the offensive line for the Wolves. Anthony Orlando.
Go Wolves!
Our next honoree is WIDNY Joseph. Joseph transferred to Western Oregon during the 2018 season and has played throughout his 3 years with the Wolves as a defensive back. From Novato, California, Joseph has played in three games, coming away with 3 tackles, 1 solo, and 1 pass breakup, playing against Colorado Mines, Texas A&M Kingsville, and Portland State this season. WIDNY Joseph. Our third honoree is JARREN Ford. Ford has been one of the top receivers on the team each of the last 2 seasons. From San Dimas, California, Ford caught 16 passes for 302 yards and 2 touchdowns during the 2019 season. He also had 1 rushing attempt for 11 yards so far this season. Ford has 29 catches for 301 yards and a touchdown. For his career, he's played in 20 games, catching 45 passes for 603 yards and 3 touchdowns. JARREN Ford. Our next honoree is Braden Fuschek. Fuschek is a local product from right here in Monmouth and has been part of the Wolves since the 2018 season. Fuschek has served as the long snapper and has helped on special teams, spending time in both positions throughout his career. Braden Fuschek. Our next honoree is Twister MCCOMAS. MCCOMAS made an impact right away for the Wolves during the 2017 season when he played in 10 games. The defensive lineman from Banks, Oregon, has played in 35 games for the Wolves, coming away with 30 tackles, 9 solo tackles, 4 tackles for loss, and 2 sacks. This season, MCCOMAS has 11 tackles, 1 solo, along with 2.5 tackles for loss and 2 sacks. Twister MCCOMAS. Next, MACK Little. Little has seen time on the field since the 2018 season and has played throughout the 2019 and 2021 seasons on defense. The linebacker from Culver, Oregon, played in all 11 games in 2019, posting 28 tackles, 5 solo tackles, a tackle for loss, and 2 quarterback hurries. So far this season, Little has 25 tackles, 13 of them solo, along with 3 tackles for loss, 1.5 sacks, 4 quarterback hurries, and a forced fumble. Entering this week, Little has played in 22 games, counting this game this weekend. Tallied 53 tackles, 18 solo tackles, 4 tackles for loss, 1.5 sacks, 6 quarterback hurries, and a forced fumble. MACK Little.
Yeah, oh.
Next, let's welcome Andrew Gross. Gross has spent time as the main punter throughout the past 3 seasons and was also the main kicker for the Wolves during the 2019 season. From Gladstone, Oregon, Gross began his Wolves career in 2018, tallying 46 punts for an average of 36.4 yards, 15 of them landing inside the 20. In 2019, he punted 33 times. He increased his average to 38.5 yards, with 6 of them landing inside the 20. Gross also went 3 for 6 on field goals and had 64 kickoffs for an average of 58.4 yards. This year, Gross has punted 40 times for an average of 39.5 yards, 8 landing inside the 20 and 4 traveling over 50 yards. He also has 6 kickoffs for an average of 59.7 yards. Gross earned all GNAC accolades throughout his career. Andrew Gross. Our next honoree, quarterback Ryan Worthley. Worthley moved into the starting quarterback role this season and has been part of the program since 2017. From Tigard, Oregon, Worthley played in 9 games over the previous 2 seasons. He's played in all 10 games, including this week, and has completed 149 of 243 passes for 1,535 yards and 8 touchdowns. Worthley had a 3 touchdown game against Simon Fraser and threw for 379 yards against West Texas A&M. Ryan Worthley. Our next honoree is Jakob Pruitt. Pruitt has been a regular along the offensive line since the 2018 season, earning multiple all-GNAC honors for both his play on the field and in the classroom. From Beaverton, Oregon, Pruitt saw time at center throughout the 2019 season and then moved to tackle this year, while also playing center when needed. This year, he earned the Academic Conference honor for the 4th time in his career. Pruitt helped lead the offense to 3,564 yards and 26 touchdowns in 2008, 5,119 yards and 53 touchdowns in 2019, and 3,228 yards, 23 touchdowns so far this season. Jakob Pruitt. And our final honoree is Curtis Anderson. Anderson has been a regular on the team since 2017, starting all 43 games of his career, including today. The defensive back from Klamath Falls has been the ultimate dual threat, as he is one of the top kickoff return players in the country. In addition to his strong play in the secondary, having earned multiple all-GNAC postseason awards both for his defense and special teams play. 7 times, Anderson has been named GNAC Player of the Week. So far in his career, Anderson has 169 tackles, 91 of them solo, 10.5 tackles for loss, 2 sacks, a forced fumble, 2 fumble recoveries, 12 interceptions. On kickoff returns, Anderson has compiled 2,043 yards. This season, Anderson has 42 tackles, 20 solo tackles, along with 6.5 tackles for loss, a sack, a forced fumble, 5 quarterback hurries, and a pass breakup. He has returned 22 kickoffs for 425 yards. Curtis Anderson. How about another hand for all of our 10 senior honorees?
Go Wolves!